Wait, it is spring.
Of course, we were talking about falling into the crevasse too. I heard it. I was laughing so hard. Look at that sucker. You got some reach as opposed to a blade that long.
Yeah.
I saved my track years ago when I did this hike. It's come in handy a couple times on the way up, especially when we're in the deep snow. There's no trail visible. Wow. That's power. Karate chop.
That's right, that was just one right there.
Judo chop. Shot ever. Yeah. So Moore's doing a good job.
Yeah, they're nice little blades to get in there and do that detail work.
It's paper thin shavings, super dry. Oh, dude.
There it goes.
Okay, get me some sticks, bro.
Okay, there's that too, I think.
Alright, let's see some of this stuff right here. I don't know, dude. This is why my technique is what it is. So I don't dick around with this.
I tell you what, let's...
You want me to throw a chunk of trioxane on there and get this sucker going?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Actually, I'll do this.
I gotta be honest, I'm done.
Yeah.
And again, I think summer, I guess real summer, I'm cool with. You know, you can
Yep.
play. And
So next time I say, hey, you want to make a fire on natural, what are you going to say?
I'm gonna say, is it warm? Out first.
Nursing the fire with some damp tinder. Natural style. Go out of night mode here.
Thicker than I like, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Oops. We don't get out of the woods until we reach self-sustaining phase.
Yep.
Focus, camera, focus.
One thing I do like about this is that kind of the easy loft that it creates. Gives you that airspace.
What are you talking about, like the teepee you made?
Yeah, just kind of the natural way the branches sit on each other. And
Interesting texture. I would love to bring anybody up here though, whoever you want. And maybe they could teach me something I just don't know,
Yeah.
you know? But put them in this, where we are right here, right now. And say, all right, fire time. Here's your Mora.
yeah,
I'd like to see.
you know, it'd
I
be
mean,
interesting. It
really
really would,
would.
just to see different techniques. And
Same time that we have, so they start fire making at 11 p.m. after hiking in. I'm always up for learning. Looks like it's getting to self-sustaining, Crockett. Yeah. Might split some of that wood so we don't waste it.
yeah,
I gotta test that knife anyhow. We have proof of concept right here. It was not easy though.
no.
It was very difficult.
In these conditions, with how moist it is in the snow, and it's a good challenge.
Took us an hour. Actually an hour 15 to get a good fire going. Just as I'd expect, it splits really
Right
nicely.
through it.
This is a really nice piece of wood to split too. It's dry, dense. This is aspen. Tell you what we're going to do is we're going to take it downtown with that log over there.
Oh, that big one.
I want to
Nice.
split that sucker clean through.
I'm thinking with a little elbow grease, yes.
Watch me get it stuck. I don't know, dude. That's big. And I got knots
This
in
guy's
it
gonna
too.
say it's kind of naughty.
Well, I can always back it out. Maybe. Look at that thing. Big knife. Come on, Hoodlum. Dude!
That just worked it.
I think I just sold some more blades. But that's what I say, that span. Look how big that blade is.
Yeah.
This is what me and Ron were talking about at SHOT. You can span a log like that, minimizes work. I take fewer passes, and now I didn't even have to split that wood. I'm sorry, cross cut it. I can throw these on the fire and burn them in half now.
Yeah. Save little calories that way.
Absolutely. Once again, this is a nice log to be splitting. It does have knots in it though, you saw them.
Nice.
Went through that knot okay. It's not the densest wood in the world, but you get the idea.
That was a cool shot.
I gotta tell you, Crockett, I like it when I work these blades and the finish starts coming off. Not like, you know, I want it to, but I like the wear and tear on it.
Yeah. The good honest tear. Nice.
Oh, these are gonna burn good, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna do some hot cider. I do have one pack of that.
Oh.
I'm do it on the stove though. All right.
Cool.
Look at that finish coming off. To be expected, especially when you, I don't know, split a 4-foot log. Where's another one? Do we have another one? I want to do this one here. What do you think?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Here you go, buddy.
Trade jet's running.
Spray it too.
That's a big log.
That's what my wife tells me. Work it. Send it.
I got it.
That's the beauty of having that exposed hump on the back, huh?
It's definitely splitting it.
Dude,
Take this one
3-foot log. Let's go to night vision on this cut. Ready?
Ready? Oh, look at that, right through that knot.
Oh, outstanding. Yeah, that's good. I love how long that blade is. That you're not just, you know, targeting a little tiny tip protruding from a log.
Yeah.
Now do that one behind you, the 6-footer. No, we'll zip that one in half. Do it.
That's got an interesting, with the finger choil and the raised portion here, choking up on it.
That's what it's
I
designed
like.
for.
I like finger choils,
Yep, I know.
and that's nice. That gives a nice, good feel to it.
Yep. Jimping is not very sharp. Like, that's kind of a downer.
Yeah.
You could take care of that with a Dremel. Oh, dude, it's getting some wear and tear. That's a fire proper, Crockett.
That plank you set up, that's gonna work. That's nice.
That's working.
That's gonna keep it up.
Off the snow for a while. It'll eventually burn through. This is what we're talking about, guys. If we don't have that plank in this deep snow, you can pretty much forget about fire making. It will extinguish itself. I'm using this stove just to keep the pot clean, and what do you know, it's already boiling. You got that little titanium pot from Snow Peak, don't you? That's a great pot.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far.
Or as you would say in high school, that is some great pot. One thing we have going for us, actually several things. No wind, and it's not absolutely freezing tonight.
Yeah, it's
Probably around 32, 30, would you say?
Not bad.
Maybe it's mid-30s.
Not bad.
We forgot to bring a thermocomp. Not really using them for sitting, but they make a good drying platform. The logs we put in there. What are you sipping on?
Warm water.
Are you?
Yeah, I forgot to bring hot chocolate.
Yeah, I brought one pouch. That was awesome on my part. I didn't start packing until like noon 30.
Yeah, I intentionally went light.
My feet got wet on that hike up. Maybe it had something to do with that. My feet are nice and dry now. They got wet today, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they
Busting through the snow in those creeks.
Mm-hmm.
There was some water dumping into the boot, despite the system. You tired?
Yeah. Not
Little
doing
bit.
too bad though. Stinks.
That platform's getting worked over now. That bed of coals on it. Still holding though. Sometimes I just forget to film. We've had interesting discussions about bear guns,
Bear guns.
knife fighting. What else?
Someone approaches you in your car and is a threat.
Yep.
How to react.
Know your state laws. Don't get out of your car and go be the aggressor against another individual. I'll say that.
Yep.
I don't care how upset you are. That is just foolishness. The courts will look at that and rule of law as you being the aggressor and you're the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy called me this. Doesn't matter. But he cut me off. Doesn't matter. You know, it would not look good in the court system. Stay in your car. Avoid conflict at all costs, especially if you're carrying concealed.
Yeah, and if I can drive off, I'm driving off. I ain't
Exactly.
gonna be no Rambo hero and
Absolutely. Flee if you can.
Yep.
That's my approach. Now, if you're stuck at the car, guy comes up, again, know your state laws. A lot of states, though, if they come up and threaten you in your vehicle, it's like them doing it in your own domicile. That is your home. It's bad juju for them. So I would not get out of my vehicle. If you're pissed, go take an anger management course like Crockett had to do several times.
court ordered. I'm kidding.
We are kidding.
I'm kidding.
Big time kidding. We got to be careful how we kid because people are like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that. We didn't do it. Crockett went over a cornice in a frying pan with polka dotted boxers. Wiener flying out. He didn't do it. But you said he did it. We were kidding. We do a lot of joking around. Look at that fire now, dude. It is melting to the center of the earth. Time hack.
Oh, man. 2 o'clock?
Good guess. It is 2 o'clock. A little bit washed out on that clock. Probably got to wrap it up.
Yeah. I need some good energy to get out of here tomorrow, too.
It ain't no short hike.
It's not. That's a good
That's
hike
what
in here.
I gotta be honest. That's what I hate about these long hikes. Is I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I love this place. Oh crap, we got a long
We gotta
hike
get
out.
It's only halfway done.
Oh, by the way, the last time I was here, of course, it wasn't with all the snow. I don't know if you can't see it now, but that ridge back up there busted up that ridge, and we came out the long way. And I will tell you, I'm not doing that again. Not from this side. It was an extreme amount of work, and I was leading a youth group back then. God, you talk about complaining. Where are we going? Just chill, we'll get there. I'm hungry. You'll be okay. How much farther? Shut up.
Getting out of that comfort zone.
My feet are sore. I don't care. We will make it. You will survive. I promise. Yeah, most of the kids are actually pretty stalwart. We had a couple complainers in the group. Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you take the boys out in these conditions, like I said, in winter sense, you've just given them a gift for life.
Yeah.
You know, to go out and it gives them a little bit of self-confidence in these tough conditions.
You know, I think some of them, even if they didn't ever do it again, just the fact that they said they can say they did it. I'm tired.
Exactly. I look like an alien in night mode. Not quite to the level that you looked like an alien earlier against the moonscape. Are you a body snatcher?
I am.
I knew it.
Part-time.
I knew it. Alright, wrapping it up. We were going to do like multiple choice questions revealing funny, maybe not so funny facts about us. But we're both too tired to actually think of good fake questions. Maybe we'll do that later.
Yeah.
It's tough though. You know, when you come hike in, because you're just kind of fatigued for the rest of the time. Luckily, fire making went really easily for us tonight.
Yeah, hardly any energy spent.
Alright. Interesting discussion off camera. We're going to put it on camera for you guys. Talking about shelter systems right before we go to sleep here.
Yep.
Okay, tarp is protecting his bivy sack. And what were you saying, Crockett?
Well, we're talking about weight.
Right. I asked him off camera. I was like, well, what advantage do you have in this system in terms of weight only over the Sierra Designs Clip Flashlight 2?
And we figured now this is an $8 tarp. So it's going to be, I mean, there are lighter tarps out there. So this tarp is probably between 2 and 3 pounds.
Right.
The bivy I've got is a pound. So let's say worst case scenario, I'm at 4 pounds.
I think you do have me beat in weight, but not by a huge amount. Depends on what you define as huge, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
16 ounces to me in a backpacking environment is huge. Because I'm going to say with my upgraded, well, not upgraded, but I cut a tarp for the bottom of this tent to follow its profile, more enlarged than the one Sierra Designs has, by the way. Recommended. Probably around 5 pounds with the upgraded MSR stakes. I'm not positive, but I think that's where it's at. Might be around 4.5. So if we say it's 4.5 pounds. See, to me though, I don't dig a bivy system or a very squatty shelter where I cannot sit up, like you were saying.
Yeah, and there's definitely an advantage there and some comfort that a tent offers versus this. Now,
I mean, you're on the snow too. Well, your bivy looks pretty comfortable.
You know what?
Your bivvy's not bad at all. That's the green color, by the way, I need to be looking for tomorrow morning down by the lake, right?
Yeah.
Here, I'll come off night mode so you can see it. That looks comfy, actually.
It's not too bad. Now, what I am testing, this is actually a very cheap bivy. This is the REI bivy.
Something bivy.
Yeah. And one of the biggest complaints I've heard about it is it really keeps the moisture inside.
It's not a Gore-Tex bivy then.
Correct.
Dude, I'd be waking up in a marination of my sweat.
This will be the third night that I've used it, or third time that I've used it. First time, nothing. Second time, I did have some. Tonight's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
I like your little tent here you have. In snow, you might have some issues. Not might, you would. Like this would just sag down on you.
Yeah,
You
I
have
haven't.
to stake it out so tight.
Yeah, I haven't really. It's actually pretty sloppy.
Well, I mean, for what we got going here, you might be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
All right, by way of contrast. Oh, by the way, we said in terms of weight only. If you go cost, you know,
Yeah.
you're gonna save some. Excuse me, save some money on that system, right?
Yeah.
Your bivy, what, 100?
Just under.
All right. So you're around. Let's just call it 100 for everything.
Yeah.
Not including sleeping bags, of course. So that's good value, man. I would not want to be in that system though if we're getting, again, either rain or snow. Especially if you're stuck in there for 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because then you're stuck in here, and what do you do?
You stay prostrate. All right, this is a system I'm working today. I might do a separate review tomorrow. I don't know. Sierra Designs Clip Flashlight. This is just kind of where I'm at in my systems these days, is I like a super high quality, lightweight tent. Lots of headroom. I got the Mountain Hardwear 20-degree down bag, some thermals in there, double, I laugh every time I tell you guys this, the double Thermarest. Actually, it's a military GI pad on the bottom, Thermarest in the middle. That's, yeah, I know, it's crazy. A Qualifil pillow I hiked up. Now you know where some of that 52 pounds came from. Then I'm backing it up with a little fleece bag. That was kind of a backup, last second addition to the system because I kind of suspected we might be in this. And I was like, that 20-degree bag is probably not going to be enough. So, brought it along. Quick look at that. Probably should show you on night mode so you can see everything.
You know, I could shave more weight by getting a nicer tarp, but again, there's more money. I've been pricing out some tarps, $60 for kind of a nice tarp
Yeah.
versus this A one, and I'm not quite ready to take that plunge. That's why I've been playing around with this cheap one.
The plunge I'm getting ready to take is payback is a bitch.
See, this is where it pays to have a low shelter.
Have fun with that. Your tent temperature just went up 10 degrees.
I was gonna say, if it keeps me warm, I'll take it.
I'm glad that Crockett's finally stopped farting. Dude, you were laying it out tonight. I mean, like, I've never heard you lay it out. Epic.
They were some
Dude,
good ones.
guys are going to be high-fiving you in the comments.
It was a mixture of loud,
Liquid.
stinky. I mean, you name it, man. It was there.
Oh, man. A lot of personality. Lot of personality.
Oh man.
Do you want me to tighten this up at all, or are you good with it?
You know, I think I'm just gonna leave it.
Let it roll?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Less is more. I wish this camera picked up the night scene that I see out here. It is just beautiful. We got a full moon. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It's coming off the snow. The only reason we've used headlamps tonight is so we can film. This is a night you do not need headlamps at all. It's reflecting off the snow, that moonlight. Turn this light on high so you see it better. Oh yeah, by the way, wearing the Quark Mini 123. Awesome wilderness light. That is a single cell CR123A battery powering that light. Can you believe it? You get about a 30-minute run time up here if you keep it on turbo. Not turbo, but high mode. There's low, medium. That's pretty much what I'm running on mostly is medium. But back to the look of this basin. It's just beautiful. We'll show it to you in the morning as I go pick up Crockett down the lake there. Actually, where we are here is nice, stable. Nothing fancy out. There's our beautiful lake basin we're in. And that lake is still totally frozen over, Crockett.
It is
Can you believe that for mid-June?
mid-June and no water.
Wow. What really surprises me is it's been fairly warm up here for at least the last week,
Yeah.
like it is right now. That means there is a ton of snow up here and a ton of ice on that lake. Well, the good news is, like we predicted, we own this basin. There are no people coming up here. That's nice. It is really beautiful in the summertime. The real summertime, Crockett.
Yeah, it is.
How did your shelter work, bro?
You know, it didn't do too bad.
It's cool. You slept good?
Hey, I slept warm.
Did you?
It wasn't one of my most comfortable nights. You know how you just have those nights. But
Yeah, I do.
no, I liked it. I mean,
Awesome. What's the sleeping bag you used?
it's a Kelty Mistral
Synthetic?
synthetic 20-degree bag, and then I put inside I put a fleece bag.
Okay.
I think that helped quite a bit too.
Yeah. We had a really nice night last night. No rain, wind, or snow. Clip flashlight did good. Love this tent. Oh, that's what it looks like in here. Again, I'm working a Mountain Hardwear 20-degree down bag on this trip. Talus, it's called. Discontinued a long time ago, I think. A few essential tools there on the side. Just enough room for one person. In a big pinch, you could fit two in if you had to. I haven't slept Allie, my black lab, in there yet. I don't think there'd be a ton of room. It's just pretty much a high-speed one-person tent. I might do a review this morning, trying to figure out if I want to or not.
My bag is completely dry.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what I did? I left that open most of the night to try and give some good ventilation to it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't feel a lot of moisture in there at all. I mean, just the standard urine that you put in there.
I'm too lazy to get up in the middle of the night.
Excellent, man.
Yeah, not too bad. Now, like we talked about earlier, if you're talking rain and snow, you know, and that's not very tautly pitched.
Kind of a different equation, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just it seems to be the theme for the camp out. But, you know, as long as you got time to anchor it out and build some supports,
Yeah.
no big. You could put it between two trees as well and go around looking for that. Have a, you know, really taut center.
Put your ridge line up there.
The ridge lines running tight, and then you could stake it out really, really hard. That's what I did on my snow cruise camp out with that tube tent.
Yeah.
Same concept.
There's going to be a lot of water up here. If it warms up quick, there's going to be trouble down at the base.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, dude.
What up? Oh, nice.
I just broke my bootlace. Paracord. That's my friend.
Yep, and you have it too, don't you?
I have it. This
You and I always go with it.
Yes. This would be a pain. I mean, you could probably rethread it and get it maybe down to here and deal
God,
with it.
Can you imagine?
But it would suck.
It would suck. You could steal that cord out of there.
Yeah, you could salvage wherever you could.
Yeah.
The paracord, done. It's fixed.
Easy, and it's light enough to carry in most situations.
Yeah.
You know what I do for some of my laces is I hollow it out.
Yeah, it makes
works
it easier.
really good. You won't break it.
Yep.
In your laces.
Or if I forgot my paracord at home, but I still brought this.
Oh.
Dude, I'm unraveling it. Right there, you're fixed.
Yeah, I forgot we're wearing those.
Yeah.
I actually like the knotted ones better than I do the clasp.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. They're
These are
easier
like-
to get on and off.
These are the only kind I've used. I always tie them with this small knot. There's that big fancy knot, and I
Yeah.
like the way it looks. I like that knot a lot. I use it on a lot of things. But to me, it's just too much right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're banging into it, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Your pot has like badges of honor from the fire.
Yes, it does.
Beautiful in this basin. Love it. Here's a panning view of where we're at, guys. I liked our camping location.
Yeah.
Apparently it was pretty solid. We didn't go tobogganing down the slope. Going to filter some water out of that frozen lake might be a pain. Trying to figure out where the shore starts and the ice starts.
I'm going to head down there and do it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go with you. Just in case you fall in.
Is there a river coming off that lake somewhere?
I'm sure there is, whether you can see it or not. The feeder stream, I don't know. Mr. Crockett coming back from water filtering. Did you find a good place?
Yeah. And right down there in that inlet.
Oh, cool.
Are you going down?
No.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
Since you got water, I'm good. Sending a spot message to the family, Mrs. Nut and Fancy. Crockett 20 and myself deciding what to do energy wise, planning it. We're thinking about doing a little short hike up on that ridge. I don't know if we'll do that because that's a lot of work through the snow. Also some wood splitting, tool testing on wood. We're gonna do some of that for sure. Just got to see. Gonna finish up breakfast first. See how the energy level is, and we'll make some decisions. Okay, there's the bowl that came with this GSI kettle, this aluminum kettle. Another reason I couldn't put it in the fire is so I don't melt off that hanger loop. Plus that pocket rocket is just so efficient at heating stuff up. I love it. Look at how perfect that oatmeal turned out. Oh, dude. One reason is that has like a neoprene sleeve wrapped around it so it keeps the heat in, and then I put it in that insulative pouch that I bring up for my freeze-dried meals. Always bring a couple freeze-dried meals as extra food. I'll tell you this though, Crockett, like we were talking about off camera, this is not one of those cuisine trips.
No, it's not.
It's just basic and simple.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes that's the best way to go too, just on these quick trips, and you're not spending weeks out there.
Yeah. I didn't want to pack the weight in either.
No, me either.
You know, like some chicken and a huge feast like we had in Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
I ain't packing that in here.
This far, no way.
Gransfors Brooks axe sitting there. RTAC 2 SP43 buck hoodlum. Okay. Out here testing the Ron Hood Hoodlum by Buck. Same one we saw in the SHOT Show 2011 booth review. So far, pretty impressed with it. We're at about 9,500 feet elevation, working over a very dense piece of aspen. Like I've said in other videos, it's a lot to ask a knife to cut through, cross-cut through a piece of wood like this. I don't recommend it. Generally, I would prefer a saw over that to save energy, save time, but it's a good test of the 5160 steel, the heat treat of the Hoodlum. That's what we're doing. Crockett, I think I'm gonna have you spell me on this too.
Okay.
The Hoodlum, for its blade length, is a very lightweight blade. It has mostly upsides. It does have a downside, and that is just because of physics, it's not going to be the chopper that some of those very heavy, large blades are going to be, like the RTAC 2 by Ontario. However, like we were discussing off camera, this is a knife that I would mostly pair with a saw in my own system. I mean, your system may be different, but paired with a Sawviver, you are in business. Don't you think, Crockett?
Yes. I was surprised at how lightweight that blade is for its size.
It is light. Big old cutouts underneath the handle. Like Ron was telling us, it's shot to minimize handle vibration. Honestly, we split with it last night. We're going to do some more here in a little bit. I didn't notice any vibration in it at all. Of course, every media, that is wood type that you're splitting, is different. So you can't necessarily judge it just by one type of wood. So out here in this environment, we got what we got. So it's a data point. Let's check that edge. No chipping at all. It's still sharp too. Oh, it's pretty good.
That's not bad. Like you said, that's asking a lot of a knife.
Yeah. In a big, I don't know, dense piece of wood like this, if there's going to be some problems, you're probably going to find them out now.
Yeah.
The only thing that we could do better is do it in really cold conditions like we've done before, Crockett.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, 10 degrees, 0 degrees. Then we'll see how the blade performs. Sorry, it's a warm day out here today, so. My accuracy isn't too good. Oh, I would have chosen not right there. Not awesome. We're always wearing those leather gloves for safety. It's mid-June when we're doing this test, and yet it's like more like April or March where we're at with all the snow that we have here. You're up, Holmes. Okay, hang on a sec. You want my gloves?
Do this.
It's a hard log, ain't it?
That is a hard log.
This is the same one we felled last night. That was a lot denser than we were thinking it was. No rot at all on that thing. Also, we're just testing the edge with this type of test. Testing chopping performance and also edge retention on the Hoodlum 5160 steel. Again, high energy task. Probably wouldn't do this unless I had no other option, and I really needed it cut in half. Probably burn it in half in a fire. It'd be a lot more energy efficient. Okay, Crockett, do me a favor and do it with the RTAC too, for comparison.
I can tell you already there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's your weight. But then again, that's a decision you've got to make, whether you want to take the weight or not take the weight. I really like that blade.
I do too.
Splitting with it, it was really nice.
It's a great splitter. Flat ground. God, look at you just busted out a huge chunk. So the hoodlum is not really a great chopper. It can't be for its lightweight. Is that a fair statement?
I think that's a really fair statement.
It's just the way it is. It's freaking physics, man.
But to your point earlier, you combine that with a saw, which is most likely what I'm going to do, and it's a killer knife.
Yeah, it is. And the beauty of that long blade is being able to span the logs for splitting. Gold, baby. Digging, also spear functions with the hoodlum, which we should probably demo.
You know, one thing I'm noticing with my hands is, see, my pinky doesn't come all the way down to this bottom part. So when it chops, it kind of comes down, and I'm hitting my pinky on this.
You're getting battered.
Yeah, it's getting battered.
I was choked up a little bit on it with that choil. Try that grip. Try to give it like a 40-degree angle in there too, so you can V-notch it.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have as much power coming down with it.
Right.
But again, like we said, really what I'm going to do is take a saw, cut that, and then I'll use this to split or whatever.
And then also we're testing too for the overall roll of this is your only tool type thing. It is feasible to chop with it if you have the calories and time, like we've said 1,000 times. Its real calling is as an overall survival knife. Spear, wood splitter, utility blade, skinner. Come to a little bit lower elevation. The buds on that Quakies are out.